So as I grab this out of the box, I am going to be painting my first ever Warhammer 40k mini, and I'm so excited because it is going to be a Harlequin. First thing that I was asked to do is I'm going to repair the arm with a little thermoset plastic. It was kind of sticking out and up in a weird angle, so we're going to make it so that the sword arm is actually forward in more of a charge kind of a shape ahead of the miniature. And then once we got that in place, we can get to painting. So there it is. Once we've got it all repaired, you can see it's a little bit more forward and kind of intentional there. So based my color scheme on Mardi Gras actually, so that was fun. Alright, so the thing about Harlequins, and forgive me any hobbyist out there that is more familiar with Games Workshop or with the 40k, but they're essentially jesters, and I understand that they don't show any part of their flesh, and that's part of the mystery. With this particular miniature, I had a hard time on parts telling what was sort of in a superhero spandex muscle kind of a shape versus what was kind of a muscular shaped armor plating. And that's one of the drawbacks of it being kind of in sci-fi mixed with fantasy, is it's not entirely clear when some things are actually just the shape of their bodies versus built-in armor that's either painted over or kind of has fabric stretched across it. So ran into that a little bit. I am still working on figuring out how to do the famous diamond pattern. So right now my miniature has sort of a Minnie Mouse polka dots kind of a feel. But that was just at that stage. That came together a little bit better near the end. Took sort of process shots along the way. That's something that I don't do a lot of, but I wanted to capture the whole process with this being the first 40k mini. So I've got the teal there, which I think is like a sorcerer blue or electric sorcerer something. And then they have black. He's got black boots with gold. I'm going to do a little bit of black in the mask as well later, probably in another video when I do the touching up. So he's getting main colors today, but then we'll actually end up doing the final touches when we do the basing, which we'll probably do when we do them all together, because we'll probably base them all together. There, I think, are 5 or 6 in this group. And it's kind of a neat idea. The person that has asked me to paint these has a band that is a mixture of the Harlequins with Dire Avengers, I believe, that have been apparently traveling with each other long enough that the Dire Avengers will also eventually have some of the Harlequin fashion influence in their paint jobs. So that's exciting. You can watch for that in future videos. Today we're just tackling this guy. Positive thought is this is a big milestone for a miniature painter. I feel like your first 40k mini is really getting to that next level. The detail is insane compared to some of the other models that I've painted, and it's just kind of, I don't know, like a prestige in the air. I finally made it to that next level step of next beginner stage of being a painter. So maybe that's silly, but it really it's neat to kind of be moving into more broad projects. This video is possible because of all of the amazing donations and gifts that we got over the holidays. A set of Army Painter war paints that is kind of more in the official vein of paints, and that really makes a lot of new kinds of projects possible. So thank you for everyone that contributed to the channel this year. So this one miniature came in a box of a whole bunch of different kinds of projects. There's some 40K with the Harlequins for painting. There's some plastic work that needs done for the Dire Avengers with new arms and rebuilding their necks. There is Star Wars miniatures and Napoleonic miniatures that are getting crossbred, kit-bashed together. So it's just, there's a ton of stuff that's going to come from this awesome project box that we're doing for one of our channel friends. Alright, so your call to action is put in the comments your favorite place to get 40K, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Games Workshop information, painting tutorials, to actually get the minis and parts and bits. If that's going to start being part of what we have access to, I need to know more about it. So let me know where I should do my research. There he is. So all around, a fun piece. I don't normally work on firearms, but I do like how the ivory turned out. I like how the mixes of gold turned out, matching with the colors. And alright, so thank you for letting me do this piece, and I love painting gestures and love the kind of carnival feel of this. We've got a lot more projects in this vein. Hopefully you can join us for that, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, Internet. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do that on Patreon. That keeps us moving, gives us access to more art supplies, and gives us also access to all your ideas for projects, and like that as well. Alright, next project coming up, maybe tomorrow, will probably be a couple more of our cases. We got our first one done, we got the beard done for the dwarf, and so we're probably going to do the Animalian, non-mammalian one for National Bird Day.